We must work, my friend. I know there are a lot of people on social media saying that there is easy money, that you can become a millionaire. It's nice to hear the stories. It's nice to see them show their possessions, their cars. By the way, if you want to spend money, to waste money, to burn money, invest in cars. Cars are not investment. Okay, come here. You can ask me, Felipe, what are the best investments? Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Today, you're gonna learn modal verbs. The most common modal verbs in English. The most useful modal verbs in English. The most used modal verbs in English. Can. You can do it. You can learn fast if you isolate distractions. You could write your goals. We must respect the law. We might travel together one day. Who knows? You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. These are modal verbs: can, could, may, might, must, would. We're going to exercise them today with real life examples. And we're gonna talk about money. How to make money, how to save money, and how to keep money. How come, Felipe? These abilities are different. Some people are very good when it comes to make money. Other people are better to save money. They don't spend, they save, they concentrate, they focus. Other people know how to keep the money along the years. Today, you're gonna see and learn strategies to make, save, and keep your money. Money is a very good tool. And I'm going to start reading this book here to you. Deep Work. Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. I'm going to read part of this book here to you because these days we are disturbed by the amount of distractions we have during the day. Right now, airplane mode. Now I am 100% with you. 0 interruptions. When I do this, when I isolate distractions, I dive deeper into the topics I'm working. When you isolate distractions, you learn faster because you are concentrated, you are focused. And the feeling we have when we work deeply is incomparable. The flow state we get into when we're dedicated to one task, it's amazing. having periods free from electronic distraction nowadays is very hard. But they are hard at first. And if you focus and give yourself no other option, you can do it. Once I had no other option. I had to learn that material, and I made sure there was nothing in my room to distract me. At first, it's hard to be away from the cell phone. It's hard to be away from social media. But if we make the decision and we stick to it, we get the results we need and want. Listen to this. To remain valuable in our economy, we must master the art of quickly learning complicated things. This task of learning complicated things requires deep work. If you don't cultivate this ability, you are likely to fall behind as technology advances. If you can create something useful, its reachable audience is essentially limitless, which greatly magnifies your reward. On the other hand, if what you are producing is mediocre, then you are in trouble, as it's too easy for your audience to find a better alternative online. To succeed, you have to produce the absolute best stuff you are capable of producing, a task that requires depth. What is Cal Newport telling us here? He's saying, look, these days with technology, we need to learn how to go deep into the subjects we are working. Because the shallow work, the surface, is easy to get. Anyone can do it. Anyone can search online and ask the AI tools, what is it? How do I do it? But diving deeper is only for the ones who have the discipline to go deeper. The discipline, the willpower to do what needs to be done. Here, you were learning English, you were improving your English. I ask you, can you keep focused until the end of the class? I know it's hard. I know sometimes you can't. But I ask you to isolate distractions because I know the more you focus, the more you learn, the more you grow, the more valuable you are. The more valuable you become to the market. You can work in any area. If you were able to concentrate and do your job with depth, my friend, no one can stop you. Now he's saying, I've spent the past decade cultivating my own ability to concentrate on hard things. I tell you, do hard things. Choose to do hard things. If English is hard to use, bingo! Keep studying it. Keep learning. Keep growing. Because this skill will take you to places you can't even imagine. I tell you, I swear to God, English has taken me to places I never imagined. How to become a winner in the new economy. 2 core abilities for thriving in the new economy. 1. The ability to quickly master hard things. 2. The ability to produce at an elite level in terms of both quality and speed. He's telling us we need to be able to master hard things. To master hard things, you need to isolate distractions. Otherwise, you don't go deep. The second core ability for thriving in the new economy, the ability to produce at an elite level in terms of both quality and speed. When I write these classes to you, look the amount of notes. You have no idea the amount of notes I take, study, and research. And I also have in mind that I need to deliver. After reading, studying, taking notes, I need to deliver. I need to give you the most effective class. I know that if I am just abstract, if I am just thinking, dreaming, it won't be enough. I need to give you the best learning experience. You will learn with everything I'm saying. Because if I don't deliver, it loses purpose. So remember this. We need to have the ability to learn things fast and to deliver at an elite level. And I have to tell you, it has become so easy to stand out from the crowd. Because these days, people miss appointments, they are not punctual, they don't keep their word. It's so easy to stand out. You do the basics, what we call here in Brazil, the rice and beans, arroz com feijão. We do the basic and we stand out from the crowd. Because these technologies change rapidly, this process of mastering hard things never ends. You must be able to do it quickly, again and again. If you can't learn, you can't thrive. These days, there is a debate when it comes to new technologies. New technologies will substitute the professionals. AI is going to take the place of all professionals. I don't agree with it. We're going to give an iPad to a kid and it's enough. No. The complex reality of technologies that real companies leverage to get ahead emphasize the absurdity of the now common idea that exposure to simplistic consumer-facing products, especially in schools, somehow prepares people to succeed in a high-tech economy. Giving students iPads or allowing them to film homework assignments on YouTube prepares them for a high-tech economy about as much as playing with Hot Wheels would prepare them to thrive as auto mechanics. Exactly. If you ask me, Felipe, do your kids have access to technology? I tell you clearly, no. Why not? Because I am trying to teach them values. I'm trying to teach them abilities, skills that will always be necessary, no matter the technology available. To learn hard things quickly, you must focus intensely without distraction. To learn, in other words, is an act of deep work. If you are comfortable going deep, you will be comfortable mastering the increasingly complex systems and skills needed to thrive in our economy. If you instead remain one of the many for whom depth is uncomfortable and distraction ubiquitous, you shouldn't expect these systems and skills to come easily to you. One more page, and I promise we have some water. To produce at your peak level, you need to work for extended periods with full concentration on a single task free from distraction. Put another way, the type of work that optimizes your performance is deep work. If you're not comfortable going deep for extended periods of time, it will be difficult to get your performance to the peak levels of quality and quantity increasingly necessary to thrive professionally. With this in mind, we're gonna have some water. This is yours and this is mine. Cheers, my friend. Sometimes you forget to drink your water. Hydrate yourself. Have some water. What are you thinking about? Let's activate our body. Move your body, please. Last night I got up at 4 a.m. with a stomachache, diarrhea. Oh my goodness. I was there in the dark, sat down, and my stomach was growling. And oh my goodness. But then things got better. I took a very good shower, cold shower. Went to the gym, trained, and here we are. The turbulence will pass, my friend. Move your body. Move your neck to the left to the right, up, down, up, down. Okay, we're going to do this movement here. Okay? I'm feeling my shoulder, but let's do it. There's no perfect time to do what we need to do. Let's go. 1, 2, together, you and I. Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now we're gonna do that exercise as if we were picking something from the floor. Let's go. Roll yourself, stable position. You touch the floor and you get back. 1. Let's go. 2, 3. Touch the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Now we're going to stretch. Open your chest. Open your arms. Squeeze your back and look up. The power is up there. Look up. Open your chest, your hands, your arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now let's stretch to the front. We're going to do this. You twist your wrist and push forward. Push forward. Let's go. You count for us. Please count for us. 1, continue. You count. Okay. Now we're going to breathe. Okay? Let's breathe together. We breathe in, we hold, and we breathe out. As always, we breathe in the wisdom we need. We breathe in new energy to clean our thoughts. We breathe in pure air. And we breathe out the trash. We breathe out the loads we don't need to carry. Sometimes we're carrying backpacks that we don't need to carry. Let's leave them behind. Let's go. Together, you and I. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Are you ready? Yes or no? Talk to me. Okay. Modal verbs, let's go. You are not alone. Remember that. Keep that in mind. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. The best books você aprende agora em minute. The Algebra of Wealth by Scott Galloway. Galloway blends blunt market analysis behavioral economics, and practical rules of thumb into a framework for building wealth, arguing that simple, disciplined moves, owning equity, leveraging compounding, and choosing asymmetrical bets matter far more than trying to time markets or chase trading tricks. Things that stuck in my mind: do not do day trade, and trust in the power of time. He always says, you will get there, but you need to be patient. Read the blessings, answer the questions. Comment here. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Fantastic, amazing book. Housel uses short, memorable stories to show how personal finance is shaped less by math and more by behavior, luck, and individual temperament. The book emphasizes patience, humility, margin of safety, and the power of long-term compounding as the real drivers of financial success. What caught my attention was Morgan saying, hey, sometimes the best financial decision is not the best financial move you can make. Sometimes you want to sleep better, and that counts too. Read the blessings, answer the questions. Comment here. The more you participate, the more opportunities you have. The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. A day-by-day guide to Stoic practice. Holiday provides short meditations drawn from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, paired with modern, complementary, to help readers apply Stoic principles daily. What I love about Ryan Holiday is his capacity of giving practical advice. The Stoics always defended that we should be strict with ourselves and patient with others. We should give our best and accept whatever we receive. We should do our best and accept the results. Read the blessings, answer the questions. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.
Hello, my friend. Modal verbs. Can. You can grow if you concentrate. You can get wherever you want if you have the patience to walk step by step. You can earn more money if you improve your skills. You can save money if you hold yourself and spend less. You can do it. Negative, you can't. You can't know what's coming tomorrow. We can't have certainty about everything in life. This is the modal verb can, used for possibilities, permission, and ability. The past of can, could. Yesterday, I could meet my friend Stefan, but I couldn't see my parents. Could you give me some advice? Today, we're talking about modal verbs and money. And you just watched the summary of 3 books about finances, about money. And the author of these 3 books is Morgan Housel. You're going to watch him talk about an interesting topic. Let's watch this together.
When you look at the happiest people that you've met, what did they have in common that money alone doesn't explain?
I think they were very internally benchmark focused. Their benchmark for how well their life was doing was like health, marriage, kids, job. It was it didn't leave the confines of their roof. And you can flip that around and say some of the least happy people you met are a purely external benchmark. How beautiful am I? How many followers do I have? How many other people do I think are looking at me? It's a very external benchmark focused. That's almost always the case. The internal versus the external benchmark is everything. with in terms of contentment and money.
What does he say? Look, if you want to be successful, if you want to be wealthy, stop trying to impress other people. Because if we want to impress other people, we're going to spend everything we have insisting to have their attention. And we know that trying to impress other people just brings anxiety for our lives. If you ask me, Felipe, can I earn more? I tell you, of course you can. You can earn more when you serve more people. You can make more money when you can improve your skills. And you should do it. You must do it. Would you like to deliver a better job? Would you like to understand the needs of your clients and serve them with the best tools? Let's keep watching Morgan Housel.
And contentment's important because the emotion that people want to chase with money is happiness. I want to be happy. As I said earlier, happiness is always fleeting. You experience happiness and it's awesome, but no one's happy for more than usually a couple minutes at a time. I use the example of happiness as like humor. Like if I tell you the best joke in the world, or if we listen to Jimmy Carr, let's say, and it's the funniest joke, you laugh for 30 seconds. You don't laugh for 30 years. That is not how humor works. And if I tell you the joke every day over and over again, you're like, stop. It's lost all value at this point. And I think so happiness is that way. It's a great emotion, it's fleeting. Contentment, though, is permanent.
Isn't it interesting that music is different? You can listen to your favorite song 1,000 times and still love it on 1,001, but the same is not true
Movies.
with jokes. Movies.
Derek Thompson of The Atlantic used to be at The Atlantic wrote about this, that if you watch a movie 100 times, you want to blow your brains out. It's just, you hate it. But you listen to a song 1,000 times, it can get better over time. It's a different part of your brain that's processing it.
Yeah.
But I think that it tends to be the case. But being content, just waking up and being like, I got everything I want, and I can live in the moment and just appreciate what I have. And yeah, there's a lot of people who have a lot more than me, but I don't focus on that. I got everything that I need right here. It's a unique mindset.
What does he say? Look, I'm grateful for everything I have. Gratitude is the key. If you ask me, Felipe, what's the key of a happy life? I tell you, gratitude. Felipe, what's the key to open new doors of prosperity? Gratitude. If you can be grateful, you can get anything you want. If you can't be grateful, my friend, you'll be miserable. Do you agree with me? Tell me. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. These days, I'm doing my best to change a question I used to make to myself. In the past, I used to ask myself, what else? What else can I do? Where else can I go? Who else can I meet? These days, I'm trying to eliminate the things that don't make sense anymore. And when we start doing it, we start to clean our mind, our thoughts, our schedule. We start to alleviate the load. start to see things that were always there but you were not seeing. You take a step back. You understand things better. What can you eliminate? Hello, my friend. Modal verbs in English. The most used modal verbs in English. The most common modal verbs in English. The most useful modal verbs in English. So then you can communicate better. We're talking about modal verbs and money. How can I make more money? Well, I can work more. I can improve my skills. I always insist on this because the more you improve your skills, the less you need your arms. We all need our arms, our strength to work. Okay, but the more I improve my intellectual skills, the more I will work with my brain. Keep this in mind. That's why English is so cost effective. That's why English is the best investment when it comes to studying something ahead of your field. But I'm suspicious, of course. Modal verbs. The most common. We just talked about can for ability, for permission, for possibilities. You can do it. The past of can is another modal verb, could. Well, we could go there. Another modal verb, will. Super used in the future. I will be there. You will save more money. I was watching a guy talking about places where we spend our money.
Car payments. That's a huge expense for people. Largest item we buy that goes down in value. And they go down in value like a rock.
He said, you spend your money when you eat out. You spend your money when you have a car. And you spend your money when you travel. And I was watching him and I said, well, that's my life. I do it exactly. I exactly do it. Okay, next modal verb, would. If I could, I would. Call you. There is one song called More Than Words, and there is a sentence in the song using would. Enjoy the song. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Forever VIPs, this is your home. Today, More Than Words by The Extreme. Here we go.
Said I love you is not the words I not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was starting to more than words to show you feel that your love for me is real? What would you say if I took those words away? Then you couldn't make things new just by saying I love you.
Sing along, complete the lyrics. Share this video with your friends. The more you participate, the more opportunities you have.
Yes, more than words. Nice song. Another modal verb, should. Should is used for advice. My friend, we should study every day if we want to grow. Another one, must. This is used for obligations. We must fasten our seat belts. Might. I might take my kids to Europe one day. It's a weak possibility. I might take them one day. These are the most common modal verbs. You can grow faster. We could think of ways to save our money. You will be able to do it. I wouldn't spend my money with unhealthy foods. We should pay attention to where our money is going. We must pay our bills instead of spending our time scrolling. I might be able to see you speaking English very soon. No, not might. I will see you speaking English very soon. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. We're talking about modal verbs. And we're also talking about money. How do we make money? Well, we must work hard, right? We may study and improve our abilities to work more with our minds and less with our arms. We might be aware of opportunities of growth, so then we improve our capacity to earn, to save, and to keep money. Come here, let's walk. We must work, my friend. I know
There are a lot of people on social media saying that there is easy money, that you can become a millionaire. It's nice to hear the stories. It's nice to see them show their possessions, their cars. By the way, if you want to spend money, to waste money, to burn money, invest in cars. Cars are not investment. Okay, come here. You can ask me, Felipe, what are the best investments? Last month, I had a dream come true. I took my family to Disney. And we were talking about investments inside the car. And my wife filmed this moment when I was talking about investments. Enjoy this video. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Viajar e estudar, na minha opinião, são os dois melhores investimentos que a gente pode fazer na vida. E por quê, né? Pra mim, é porque viajar e estudar te dá a oportunidade de sentir emoções, sentir experiências que você não sentiria se você não estivesse viajando ou não estivesse estudando. Ah, mas viajar é melhor do que estudar? Acho que não, porque viajar a gente não consegue fazer todo dia. Estudar a gente consegue. Eu quero te ver estudando dentro de casa com a gente, num lugar seguro, num lugar que você se sente bem, num lugar que está dentro dos valores de gratidão, dedicação, honestidade. I want to see you speaking English. God bless you. You see, I swear to God, in my opinion, the best investment is to study. Why, you might ask me? Because when we study, we improve our capacity to serve the world. When you learn new things, when you acquire new knowledge, you were able to serve other people with your skills. Remember when mom and dad, when our grandparents told us, study cannot be taken away from you. This is wisdom. It's true. And then the second investment I mentioned is traveling, having new experiences. Instead of buying things, I encourage you to live experiences. Because with the experiences, we acquire more knowledge. We learn new things. We see how we can solve our obstacles, how we can face our problems. Okay? You may say I'm a dreamer.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
But I'm not the only one. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. Congratulations. Yes. Today, you learned the modal verbs, the most common, the most used, the most useful modal verbs. You can do it. You could think about it. we must follow our dreams. We can't spend more than we earn. I might invest in the United States in the future, but I'm not sure. We should be careful when we spend our money. We started this class reading this book here, Deep Work, the importance of being focused, the importance of avoiding shallowness in our lives. Then we talked about how to make money, how to save money, how to keep money. I told you about the 2 investments I consider the best. And to finish this class, I'm gonna share with you part of a conversation between Arianna Huffington and Oprah Winfrey. These 2 ladies are amazing, very successful, very prosperous, very rich, very wealthy, and very wise. What can we learn with people who are already there? What can we learn with people who had the ability to make, save, and keep money? These 2 ladies are talking about something that I want to share with you. Listen, please.
So, spirituality is not about dogma, and it's not about believing. It's about knowing and feeling. A lot of religion is also about all these things. Mm-hmm. So it depends on whether religion is reduced to dogma or not. And spirituality for me has to be very practical. It has to be something that we bring into everything we're doing.
She's saying spirituality for me has to be something practical, something we bring to our everyday lives. This idea of lending our thoughts and being practical helps us to save our money, to invest better, to avoid mistakes.
And, I was thinking the other day that we're all talking now a lot about outer space and, are we going to go to Mars or Venus? And these are very exciting projects, but I'm more excited about the inner space project. Exploring inner space is, to me, the most exciting adventure.
I feel that too.
You see, she's saying the outer space is nice. Going to Mars, buying the new shirt, buying a new cell phone. This is nice. This is great. But the inner experience, the inner search, looking inside us is more interesting than trying to impress other people.
Well, you're doing it. You're the ultimate inner space explorer.
Well, thank you. That's a good introduction for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. What then do you think is the purpose of us being here as humans? What's the purpose of human experience? Why are we here?
I think to evolve into being fully who we truly are. Through everything that happens, the painful experiences and the joyful experiences, to keep getting closer to our essence, and in the process realize that part of our essence is giving.
How much wisdom she's sharing here. What's the purpose of life? She said, to evolve, to grow, to learn with our mistakes. And maybe the most important part, We are here to give. We are here to serve others.
That really we're not complete human beings if we don't see ourselves as being about something larger than ourselves.
Absolutely. What do you think happens when we die?
We don't die. It's a little bit like dropping off our rental car at the airport and flying.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard it.
The only thing is, normally, when you drop your rental car,
Yeah.
they say it has to be full of gas, right,
Yeah.
the tank?
Yeah.
When we drop it off, it's empty. Nothing in the gas tank, but that's it. We fly.
I've never heard that one before. Okay, it's a little like dropping off your rental car and it's empty. What's the lesson that has taken you the longest to learn?
The lesson that has taken me longest to learn is that I don't make everything happen. It's hard for a type A personality to remember that. One of the things that I taught myself is that life is a dance between making it happen and letting it happen. I have one of the sayings that I have on my desk is, I do my 10%. I really think that what we do is 10%. But I do my 10% 100%. And the rest I leave to God and I go free. It's like we can't be attached to the result because it's not entirely up to us.
No, it isn't.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I call that surrender.
That's surrender, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great, Ariana.
Thank
that
you
was great.
so much.
That was
Thank
really
you.
great. Really. Thank you.
That's it, my friend. Keep dreaming. Give your best. If you get the results we wanted, great. If not, that's okay. We gave it our best. God bless you. It's a pleasure to see you here. It's an honor for me to have you here. If you want to come closer, you know the way. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.